Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
You're finally awake! I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments? Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag. I came in through the door, of course. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Secugate M/14723-B. Too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. That you left it open. Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair. Not quite to my standards. I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience. The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo. Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with? Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now. Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes. I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported. The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me. Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing. I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him, either to stop his research or to take it and use it for themselves. A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will? How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will? You're right. I apologize for the tangent. I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based introductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
Yo, do y'all want Sanjay to be able to hear y'all in my broadcast? Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, here, wait, say that again.
Ew.
No, I need... Hey, ready? Let's check it.
Alright. Now the fun part. But it's gonna make sound depressed.
Yeah, I think y'all can hear it.
No, I just didn't know where to go, so I waited on you.
Alright, let's go.
I took into account that you might not want to help me out of the goodness of your heart, as they say. But considering your recent slump in published articles and the lack of liquid assets in your bank accounts...
Oh!
Sorry.
Call me poor.
I saw you coming.
Jump at the chance to be first on the scene of the violent disappearance of a prominent parallax researcher right in the heart of Neo-SF.
Neo San Francisco.
Am I wrong? Maybe you
Neo-Nazi.
store your cash under that ratty mattress in the corner.
Nani?
Oh.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
We're actually making good time.
I know. First time doing this. Might be my last time.
No, you
Oh no, it's
can't.
not your last time.
Nani?
Definitely not your last.
One of the last things Hayden
Goodbye.
told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform
I
of
pulled a
this.
Mandu and I jumped too far.
My calculations show that the possibilities of a
What
leak
now?
are dangerously high.
Hang on.
Correction, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility
Can you
to
stop
consider.
shooting me, you big cunt? You're right there. Okay.
If it becomes
There's a little
public that
crevice right
Hayden
there.
has
If you
been
look
kidnapped,
down, there should
his
be a
life may be put
platform.
in further
Be
danger.
careful, because that little
His
crevice is
chances of
sideways, so
escape
it'll
would
pitch you side to
surely
side.
decrease.
Just walk over there like Minecraft. There you go.
This dude.
There you
We
go.
must keep this to ourselves for now. Please.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Alright, I got that, Jess.
Alright.
So what now? Want me to go down the
My
hole?
head does not bother, thank you
Go
very
down that hole
much.
and wait for me. Because there are multiple
In
folks.
addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair
Why don't you
compensation.
go down? Go on the fork.
I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you
ever
are
heard of the
good
saying
enough
there's a
to
fork in
find it
the
or
road?
not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
I'll take that as a no.
No, I've heard it. Sounds really.
Oh.
Hey, that's today. 12/21.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Brother!
It's possible.
Oh, come on.
Most of
I
the
don't know, I
repairs to the
jumped
building
and then
are
I guess I
handled by the
jumped too far
automated
to the point where I hit
systems.
the wall.
At
Brother!
best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's
Alright.
proceed carefully. Before we go any further, I feel I need to clear the air between us. Events have been proceeding faster than I am capable of processing them,
goodbye.
and I may have been overly critical of you in our previous conversations. I have put you in an unexpected situation, and it was tactless of me to
Why is he
question
blushing?
your motivations.
Wait, is this thing a he or she?
Both genders can blush.
Let's strive to have a more harmonious
It's a robot,
relationship
though.
from now on.
Robots have
robots blush too, depending on how it feels.
It's a blue robot. With like a boy-girl voice.
What?
It's transgender.
Possibly.
It's a tranny.
Oh. Are we supposed to step on that?
Not yet. Over here.
Oh, a lucky break!
No.
It seems my
Kid
access
White, I
codes
can't
still
see.
work.
Those doesn't want to pop out.
Hayden's door has far better security than yours
So
does.
Yes, 3 shots. That's all I need.
Will do.
Will do. Looking.
Actually, I don't need a whisper, I need a wish in there.
I do not make a habit of entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason. Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby. So yes, I am quite certain.
How are we going?
I saw it happen myself.
Alright, hang on, let me pull out
I
this.
should have stayed and tried to protect him. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals.
Got him. Let him know.
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify.
Modify.
6. Alright, Andrew, maybe you shut the fuck up, right?
None.
Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to. I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage. Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But I... Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Alright. Clue time.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Now we're gonna have to defeat the boss for this week.
5 minutes.
No. I mean, it's possible, but no. So.
Oh. Are we gonna leave or are we gonna farm them?
Yeah, we're gonna leave. Just grab some stuff. Keep on guns.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
It's Solar Sage this week.
Oh, that's even bigger.
Ah,
So Whisper
that
Brother.
device. I find it rather
don't have a
annoying
Whisper
that he
Brother.
prefers to go basic
Oh.
rather than entrust me with his schedule.
I mean, I have it. I have it in
It
my
is
collection.
well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel
one
subservient
in
to
your
him. It looks like there's a
No,
place
I have a
here
lot
for
of
physical
unnecessary.
memory
Because
card.
remember, I went through a whole.
Without the memory card,
Just putting
this
random
tablet
stuff in
is
my vault
useless.
spree.
Oh yeah.
I still have his
Eden
cookies.
likes the natural light that this apartment affords.
Definitely.
This window here is where I escaped from. It is a
It's
considerable
because I needed to do
distance
stuff on the
ground below.
EDZ, and I was like, okay, go ahead and give a shit ton of stuff, cookies to
I
Devin.
took the fire escape.
Yep, I still have his cookies.
Nice. Yo. None.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive
Oh.
programming tasks Hayden needs to perform. Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Of course you don't.
And before you ask, I
Okay,
don't think I would be
we
able
don't
to
need the
break
chest.
past its security in any reasonable length of time.
And we'll still get some, it's kind of faded last.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Now.
If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking
And
and
we can skip
entering,
the entire
be my
jumping puzzle.
guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms.
And I
Hayden's
believe
computer has enough
once we kill
spare
them,
processing
it'll
power
give
to
you
run
those
counter-intrusion software if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my
So taste
pieces,
the cheese
but I'm
with
not
pizza.
sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Come.
Actually, I'm gonna wait for you. Or do you know the way to the boss?
No.
Okay, so come to the jumping puzzle room and I'll wait for you.
One more.
Augmented eye. Memory card.
And of course.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in
I like that
order
little
to prevent
snap.
his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures. Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
Oh, that way.
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Thanks,
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Snatched.
Snatched?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer.
Yeah.
Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Done.
For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Come on.
This is just how things are done.
Okay.
I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new
Can't.
relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's Live
ROM.
Intelligence Processing System.
LIPS.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM.
Sweet.
If you have any questions, feel free
Man,
to
nobody's
consult
listening,
our
and nobody's
online
watching.
FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Come here, big boy.
Alright,
Oh, you're killing me.
I get 10 characters. What do you want my name to be?
You have 10 characters.
Yep.
No head.
Oh, Net God.
Neck god, yes.
With a 3
Your
though.
neck. Your neck. Long. Oh, bet I'm getting some good shit out of here.
And a 0. Sweet.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Damn straight, brother.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Sweet. That
Next,
God.
could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
She must. Oh wait, she. I don't know what the fluff you are, but it said which pronouns should I use in reference and they, their, theirs, she, her, hers, he, him, his. Can I get more options, please? Z, zer, zers. Z, zerg, zers. Nani? Oh!
Okay.
Look at this. Woo! I don't know what to do, so...
Seriously?
I guess I
I'm in a
was
thing. No.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
What's halal? Kosher, vegan, gluten-free, alcohol-free, omnivorous. I've been branching out.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure? Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Oh, you're still alive.
Okay.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review.
Now your foot's contaminated.
What?
Does that sound right?
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's good to have your foot
See,
contaminated.
that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now. Oh, all right. When you are ready to leave, just use your map.
Sweet.
Which one is the ones at?
I got you.
Thank you.
I'm dead though.
I'm probably gonna die for a bit.
I'm respawn. I didn't do anything.
It's kind of neat.
I hate Scions. They're worse than the boss.
Stay
Swear
away
on
from the
mom.
ball.
No, I swear they're worse than the boss.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Struggling with something hard now.
Outer sunset.
You know your Crassula ovata
Why
isn't
is this-
doing very well.
That's why I did not want to use my super. Alright, I'm remember.
Okay, my god. Okay.
Nah.
Jesus Christ.
This is why third person is requested.
Yeah, I know, but me and Andrew can usually do this.
I know.
Y'all need help?
Plus it's solar sin, so it should, yeah.
Yeah.
It's solar sin, it should be much of a
Overwatering.
problem.
Reloading.
This jade plant you have on the...
Oh, okay, good. I can pause it. Alright, I'm gonna save my game. Alright, I'm coming. No,